Hey Toddrick, thank you for the question. And I totally understand that, like you, like that I relied on Jesse and Curtis's game, but really, I was using, like I used them. They were truly like, they were loyal to me, and again, I was getting a lot of insight in the game from them, and I think they thought that I was truly loyal to them when I really like wasn't. As like towards the end, I wasn't. Um, I totally threw them under the bus and like discreetly so that it wouldn't blow up back in my face so I would still have their protection. But I'd never relied on their game, but I played with the cards that I was dealt, and I totally used my relationship with them for my benefit and to get me to the end of this game, because it also helped me, have them as my protection and have them as my shields, because I knew I could easily, and I did, I threw them under the bus, and that they would be painted as a bigger threat than me. So that was my strategy, and I used that to my advantage, because why me take the shot at them earlier, when I'm still getting information from them and I'm still benefiting from them. So, and then when the time came, I cut Curtis. So I was loyal up to a point, and and that was my strategy, and I think that shows that I wasn't relying on their game. I was doing my own thing, but was definitely making it seem like I was truly loyal to them, and definitely downplaying like what I was actually doing and the other connections that I was making, and like the other like final two deals that I was having. And yeah, with Toddrick, with you, I did tell you that. So Jesse did tell me that that the original plan was that you were going to nominate me, and then you didn't. But so I was grateful that you didn't, but I still knew that I was still like part of a plan. So I still didn't feel great with you. I did tell you that I would return the favor. That was before the veto, because I just wanted to make sure that in case either Amy, Erin, or Gigi won the veto, I just wanted to kind of just see if there was a chance that I wouldn't be the renom, even though I strongly felt like I was. But I wanted to say that to you, that I would return the favor and that we could be an unexpected duo, so that I wouldn't, to kind of help, increase my chances of not being a renom. So that's why I told you that. I told you that before the veto. I do feel bad for lying to you, and I'm sorry that I lied to you. But again, I knew that I was still part of your original plan for the nomination, so I just couldn't feel great with you. And another reason why I felt like voting you out was good for my game was because I didn't know where you stood with Puffin and Chris. Like I knew you were close with KT, but I didn't know where you stood with Puffin or Chris. And again, like a big part of my strategy was to make sure that there were, bigger threats around me, and that people would want to bring me over anyone else. And I wasn't sure where you stood or how close you were with Puffin and Chris. And so I looked at it as, I wanted to be that person. So I needed to get you out, because I knew that other people like Chris and Puffin like saw KT as like a big threat. So I wanted to keep the bigger threat. Not that you were still a threat to my game. You were a big threat to my game, and that's another reason why I wanted to get you out. But I just also wanted to secure my position in the game, and to make sure that I was gonna be the person that everyone else would have brought to the end. And I don't think I didn't see it as a chance of you bringing me to the end. So that's why I did what I did. And again, I'm really sorry for lying to you. I feel like I would still love your vote if you're willing to like overlook that, because I feel like I really played into the part of like, like I feel like I really downplayed my game. And just because I wasn't this overtly dominant player making all of these alliances, doesn't mean that I wasn't playing the game. And I still got here to the end without having to do all of that extra work. So, and I think that's just as valid and just as an effective strategy. Yeah, thank you.